Welcome to another Synthwave Recipes tutorial. Today I'll show you how to create this awesome strings pad sound. Let's get to it. For today's sound design recipe, I'll use the free GR8 by Phuturtone, but you can recreate this same sound with any subtractive synth at your disposal. Let's spend a little bit of time talking about the role and function of a pad sound. The word pad comes from padding, which means a soft material such as foam or cloth used to pad or stuff something. In a general sense, and applying the definition to music, a pad is a sound that is used to fill up space, fill the space between the notes in an arrangement. Typically, a pad sound is meant to be sustained for half a bar or more. The release of a pad tends to be medium or long, so as you change chords, a gap isn't heard. The attack is often medium or slow, but it can be fast and generally not instantaneous. How to set these parameters depends on the tempo of the track and what notes or rhythm you're playing with the pad. Here we have an initialized GR8 patch. The first thing we'll do is set the voice mode to poly. Then we'll configure the oscillators. For this patch, we're going to use two of them, and let's make sure that they're both set to a sawtooth waveform. Both oscillator 1 and oscillator 2, they're both on the same octave, and let's turn the mix to 50-50. Let's head over to the filter section and let's set the slope to -12 dB. We could also set it to -24 dB if we wanted. It's just going to be a little darker if we do that. That's fine. Let's set the cutoff to the halfway point. Let's give this a little bit of resonance, around 10%. Here in the amp envelope section, which in GR8 is envelope 2, let's set the attack to fast but not immediate. Right here it's immediate or instantaneous. Let's set it to fast, somewhere around here. Let's set the release to the halfway point, and let's just listen to what we have. Here we have a very simple 4-bar progression. It consists of 2 chords held for 2 bars each. This is typical of a pad sound. Very long and sustained notes. Let's adjust the detuning of oscillator 2 so we can hear almost 2 distinct sounds, but not quite. Right there, it's too detuned. I think right there, there's some nice beating or phasing. Okay. This is our basic sound right here. And as you can see, I didn't assign any envelope amount to the filter section. So what this means is that our filter is static. There's no movement in our filter. Where I set it, it's going to stay there throughout the duration, or it's going to stay there when the chords are played. Okay, so a couple of things that we can do to spice up the sound is let's add some effects. For sure, let's add some chorus. Right there, it sounds really good. I'm gonna activate a kick so we can get a sense for some kind of tempo or groove. Okay, besides the chorus, let's activate the delay. Let's push up the mix a little bit. See for the feedback. Lower the high cut to around 5K. Increase the low cut to around 300. We'll leave the time right there where it is. Let's engage the reverb. Let's give it a little bit more size. Increase the low cut to around 300. Decrease the high cut to around 5K. Increase the length and increase the mix. So if you wanted a pad that stays in the background, like really far back, what you can do is just increase your mix depth. Sounds really good. Anyway, let's just bring it back down a little bit. Okay, so from here, we can do a couple things. For example, obviously we could play with the cutoff and adjust it to a place where we like it. Sounds very good there. We can also give this sound a little bit more movement by engaging the LFO and routing it to the filter cutoff. So I'm gonna increase just the LFO amount here. That can be a little intense where it's at right now, but it's okay. I'm gonna engage the tempo sync, and I'm gonna set this to 2 bars, so it cyclically goes up and down on its own. It's very nice. Also, we could assign the LFO to the pitch, and just a little bit can give this some more movement. Right there. It's way too detuned, obviously. So we'll just give it a little bit. Nice. In this next video, I'll show you how to introduce more movement and life to your pads.